The world got to see what Canadian citizens are capable of when they band together over the tyrannical government of the Justin Trudeau Liberal cabinet, blah, 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 WEF, they all suck. All right, there's a new convoy happening, apparently. This is the first time I hear of it, because anytime you type anything into YouTube in regards to, like, what's happening with the Freedom Convoy, where's everybody, what's going on, only, like, media outlets pop up. And not even Rebel News, because Justin Trudeau has publicly denounced Rebel News as a media outlet. This weirdo is talking about some sort of rolling thunder convoy, motorcycles that are going to Ottawa. This is gonna be cool. Here we go.
Well, I've seen some public reports about the so-called is it a rolling thunder convoy, which is coming. Look, folks who live here in Ottawa have it still very fresh in their mind what they went through at the end of January and February, where people's lives were completely upended.
The people in Ottawa's lives, right? What about the rest of the Canadians that you unlawfully arrested or detained, right? You arrested people, you drove them like 30 kilometers, dropped them off, and you walked back. What is this, a freaking Uber? Come on, government. You brought in police from all around. You used taxpayers' money to go and push aggression to brainwash yes men. I used to be one of them. I was in the military. I understand following orders. At what point does that become inexcusable? We just saw at what point it becomes inexcusable, right? So don't say that some people in Ottawa were affected. The whole country's been affected. The whole world's been affected by your tyrannical oppression or whatever. I'm just using words I don't really know. Here we go.
I would say there is still exceptional sensitivity to the fact that they couldn't get to work. I mean, the Rideau Centre was completely shut down. Small businesses were completely shut down. Speaking of statistics, I mean, they laid out a very transparent...
Small businesses were where you shut things down for the past 2 years. Talk about the gyms that haven't been able to be open for the past 2 years. Talk about the hundreds of thousands or millions of people that lost their jobs because they don't want to get vaccinated. What? Small businesses thrived from the convoy, from support from the truckers and the people. That's the most foot traffic you've ever seen in your entire freaking miserable life, Mr. Wearing a mask when masks are no longer required and nobody's around you. I don't even know this guy's name. Douche Magoosh, maybe. Like, there was hundreds of thousands of people that went through Ottawa downtown every single day. Your city is dead. That was a blessing in disguise what happened to you. It put businesses back on the map. It revived part of an economy. And you just went in there and beat everybody. Hey, I'm being paid to beat you. Like, come on, dude. You went and found the chumps that literally eat like liver and go lift weights, and you're like, hey, you don't think for yourself. You're pretty stupid. Here's a baton. Go beat people.
Business case in the way in which they took losses. Small businesses took losses here. And also, folks are still very, I think, sensitive to the fact that while we all respect, lawful protest, that you can't then cross the Rubicon and engage in illegal conduct, which is why I think it's really important that anybody who wants to engage in a kind of occupation that we saw in January, February, has to know that that's just not on. That we're going to provide the tools and the resources that are necessary for law enforcement to uphold the law in the way that they did. And there were some lessons that were taken, particularly, I think, for local police, the Ottawa Police Service. The interim chief, Bell, came up with, I think, some very appropriately strong language that we're not going to have a replay. And of course, of January and February. And so we place our confidence in law enforcement to uphold the law, respect the right to lawful protest, but do not want to see anything in the form of an illegal occupation again here in Ottawa.
The biggest issue is that you have already established what the law is, okay? Here's the law, right? A square. That's not a square. Here's the law, okay? You have to abide by the law in this square. Here's the parameters. So people, they come and they stay within those parameters. And then Ottawa doesn't like it. So they're like, oh, you know what? Here's the law, right? And they keep moving the parameters. You said you can't block traffic. So people are coming in, Rolling Thunder, whatever they want to call themselves, the Teletubby gang, who cares what they're called? They're coming in lawfully, they're abiding the law, okay, they're going to go the speed limit. Who cares what they've done, right? If they're revving their motorcycles, you're allowed to do that. That's why you see that all the time downtown. Now, if it happens to disturb you, oops, sorry. Maybe don't be a douche magoosh anymore. Why don't you try listening to the people? You literally work for the people. I pay my taxes. That goes to your paycheck, okay? You should be listening to, not me, but millions of people that have the same idea. You're an employee of the Canadian citizens. You're not above the law. You're not supreme leader. You're not the chancellor, okay? You're not God. You have to listen to the people that you work for. You're an employee, okay? Like and follow for more. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
Sorry? I thought I was gonna make it through this, but I'm not. It hurts.
Emotional damage.